This is nuts. She's chasing the black and white. She's got a couple of other cars behind her. Look at this. This is just craziness.
Today, caught on camera, an early morning disturbance call in Venice morphs into a dangerous multi-city pursuit as an assault with a deadly weapon suspect drives recklessly on surface streets and the 405.
Now we're getting up to, it looks like 80, Mike?
The suspect doing whatever she can to evade capture, using her van to target civilians and officers.
Just move in on her. Just move in on her and stop this car. That's what they need to do.
KTLA's Sky 5 over every dangerous mile as black and whites work to bring the ordeal to an end, hopefully before it's too late.
Oh no, oh no.
There it is. Look at this. This is nuts.
Oh gosh.
This is Caught on Camera.
Another pit on the freeway. Boy, you don't see that very much. They just need one good hit and take this person out, take the car out anyway, take her into custody. We thought she was going to be straight and level on the freeway, and here she is going crazy like she was on the side streets.
It's just after 5 a.m., the morning of May 17th, 2024. Sky 5 is over the 405 freeway as LAPD officers do all they can to bring a shocking pursuit to an end. It all began some 45 minutes earlier as officers responded to a disturbance call in Venice.
I've been ordered by the cartel.
This video from the West Side Current, which aired on KTLA at the time, shows who is believed to be a homeless woman yelling, keeping neighbors up. The suspect reportedly used that white van to ram responding officers before fleeing, and a dangerous chase is on.
Assault with a deadly weapon, this white van, and there she is. Tried to ram another car. So there's something wrong with this person. We had described as a female, trying to ram other cars for some reason. I don't know why.
Let's go ahead and break this down. You said it at the beginning. So is the vehicle, to our knowledge, stolen? Is it? I know it's been involved with an incident in terms of a crash, but can you break it down for us again? I just want to make sure we have a clear understanding of what we're looking at here.
Sure. It started out as an assault with a deadly weapon, being this vehicle. I got it. She tried to run over at least one police officer and then tried to ram several other vehicles. They went into pursuit, and in the midst of this pursuit, she's tried, as we saw just now, tried to ram other cars. I've got to go. So she's next to a bus. This is, again, I think it's Wilshire Boulevard, just east of the 405 freeway. So she's trying to ram other cars. We don't know why, whether she's under the influence of something or not really coherent. We're not sure of that. But they're keeping a distance, even though the speed has decreased. She's keeping even with this bus right now, but there's three other black and whites behind her, and they're just watching to see where she goes. There's a police helicopter, Air 16, that's over the scene. They're not going to let her get away. She's pulled up to there and said, okay, she's motioning, doing something. This may be in it, but again, here in Wilshire Division or West LA, just north of the Santa Monica.
Whoa.
Oh goodness. All right.
And there she is backing up again. So this is pretty crazy driving here that we haven't seen in a while, especially early in the morning like this.
The suspect lurches forward, having just attempted to back into the pursuing officers. It's now that we get our first look at 41-year-old Lisa Ann Heflin, her arms stretched out the window, motioning to officers before putting the car in reverse again.
And she goes backing up again. These guys are going to put it in reverse and get out of her way. This is just crazy.
It is, and it looks like there's some sort of writing on the side on that door. It might give an idea of
Like a company.
Yeah,
perhaps.
company of who the van belongs to. Just a really scary situation.
Just through the powers of observation, Mike, it looks like she's telling them to back off, like that would suddenly work. 24-hour emergency service is what it says on the side. But it's almost like she thinks they're going to suddenly back off if she threatens them like this, and that's just not going to happen. She's a danger to herself and, of course, the community right now. So it's fascinating. They are taking a safer, hands-off approach, but that's only going to last for a certain amount of time.
Well, I think if she continues to drive in reverse, they're certainly going to stay out of her way, but they're not going to let her go. And whatever her ideas are as far as the police backing off and stopping this pursuit. It's just not going to happen. There she is, continuing in reverse, across another intersection. You can see the black and whites getting out of the way. Luckily, they got lots of resources over this helicopter with the night sun. You can see, plus, oh, look at that person in the crosswalk there. So a U-turn, we're going to get on the other side of it and see what happens.
Sky 5 repositions as the white van's treacherous tactics not only continue, but escalate. Heflin driving right for a nearby patrol car.
Okay.
Officers doing all they can to evade her.
Wow.
Look at this is crazy. This, yeah. Assault with a deadly weapon. This could end up to be well, maybe an officer-involved shooting. I don't know. She's kind of exiting the area. Again, now northbound, staying within a block or so of where this started.
The pursuit continues, but for the time being, it appears as if the suspect is the one chasing the black and whites.
This is nuts. She's chasing the black and white. She's got a couple of other cars behind her. Look at this. This is just craziness.
You know, the only positive situation that I could come up with in this moment is that it's 5:08, not a lot of traffic on the roads just yet. That's the only positive thing that I could think of at this moment, but just extremely erratic, extremely dangerous for police officers. This is really unbelievable.
Well, one of the things that I think it's clear, she's mentally, emotionally not well. If this were, when you attack police like this, they have every right to defend themselves.
Absolutely.
So the police are being very deliberate in allowing her to even proceed at this point. If they wanted to, they could probably stop her. It would probably escalate very quickly after that, and not in a very, safe way for her.
Right.
I mean, she's literally, it's almost like you've heard the phrase suicide by cop. That's almost what we're witnessing here, an assault though with a vehicle.
Right.
She's trying to egg them on. So for them to show the restraint that they're showing so far, I think is remarkable.
Yeah, to be commended for sure. What street are we on here, Mike? Do you have an idea?
Is it Colby,
Is
just
that
south
Colby?
of Wilshire Boulevard?
Okay.
Yeah. Have you ever seen somebody trying to intentionally ramp 2 or 3 other police cars?
No.
I don't know.
That's
in a few
why
years I've never seen this. And here she goes again. She goes again. So they're leaving plenty of space here in between the black and whites in case she does something crazy like she's been doing for the last 5 minutes. And boy, I tell you, they not only are they defensively driving, but they have to watch out for what she's going to do. And she's shown that she really doesn't care about anybody's safety, certainly.
And that's the thing, Mike, and you just said it. The fact that it's one thing for the police to show restraint for themselves, but there's going to come a point, as Megan pointed out, it's early. As people start coming out, they start realizing as they're getting ready to go to work early in the morning, the police are going to have to do something more drastic to put this to an end, because it's obvious that she's a danger to the community, and you got to protect the citizens. And right now, she's a threat to everybody, including herself.
The game of chicken continues as a van reverses down Colby Avenue. Patrol cars maneuvering all they can to avoid her. 2 of them colliding in the process. Heflin continues back and forth up Colby Avenue.
Who knows what her problem is, but hopefully it's going to end here soon, and they're going to take her into custody. But they're not going to approach that car while she's still doing these crazy moves.
If folks are just joining us, let's kind of give them a recap as to how this started. I mean, as of right now, I believe you're the only live reporter on, overhead, giving us the play-by-play and what's happening. We joined this in progress, about 5-6 minutes ago. This woman wanted for assault with a deadly weapon for obvious reasons at this point.
The vehicle is the
vehicle, exactly.
Yeah.
What was the initial call, Mike?
That's all we heard scanner-wise was they were in pursuit of an assault with a deadly weapon vehicle, and the person driving the car had already tried to ramp several other cars. So you've seen this for the last couple of minutes. This was ongoing while we were leaving the airport. So there's other cars involved that she has tried to ramp. Don't know if any other parked cars or any other people were injured in this, or she had crashed into them. But she's weaving her way now. We're a couple of blocks east of Colby, still west of the 405 and northbound. It's Purdue. Thanks, Gil. Purdue northbound, approaching Wilshire Boulevard. And whether she's looking for a place to dump the car, you'd think if she was going to continue on, she would have stayed on Wilshire and tried to get on a freeway and get out of the area. But she's circling the block here, and she's got a line of black and whites that are following her around these two streets.
The night sun shines down as a white van inches down residential streets, possibly looking for a way out, as police vehicles gather in bigger and bigger numbers nearby.
The want, as they say, was assault with a deadly weapon on a police officer. So, which would be multiple counts now because she has struck police vehicles. She's tried to strike police vehicles. And I'll say it again, police showing remarkable restraint in this situation.
Right. And not just police vehicles. She's trying to strike a number of vehicles. Right, Mike?
Well, yeah, crazy. She's right near West LA Station. Let me get around this tree. What we haven't seen in this pursuit is she's not trying to get away, which is crazy. I mean, all of the pursuits you see, they're running from the cops. She's going towards the cops. That's what makes this thing obviously so dangerous.
Coming up, the black and whites are close behind. But in this game of cat and mouse, the surface streets are no longer enough for our fleeing suspect as she makes her way onto the 405 freeway. The increasing danger caught on camera.
They just need coordination. They just need time to coordinate.
She goes again.
As long as she stays in that same area, they can get those black and whites around her, prevent her from going anywhere. If she wants to crash another couple of cop cars, that's one thing. But at least they can.
It looks like they're moving. They're pitting her.
Yep. Yeah. We'll see what happens here.
Pit maneuvers failed as LAPD officers escalate their efforts to bring this wild pursuit to an end before the assault with the deadly weapon suspect can do even more damage on the streets of West LA.
Yeah, they want to get her stopped. It's time to put this thing to an end, and they are going to do that.
All right, so she's now on Santa Monica Boulevard. Is that correct?
Yep, get close to the freeway here, approaching the 405, wrong side of the road, high rate of speed, driving erratically. Tons of felonies here.
Yeah, we've seen her blow lights. Now she's doing it
with
again.
A deadly weapon, yeah.
And one of the things.
Northbound here, paralleling the freeway.
One of the things that we've observed, and so now it becomes a whole nother situation. Before it was at a, still speed, but now we're getting up to, it looks like 80, Mike. So
guys are coming north through the.
Yeah, now it's off to the races.
Speeds pick up as a van wobbles down the northbound 405, erratically changing lanes and ever so slightly missing unsuspecting drivers before taking up residence alongside a semi.
And if you're just joining us, you're watching the KTLA 5 Morning News. The person in this van, we believe it's a woman. We haven't gotten confirmation of that, but that's our understanding, at least initially, is wanted for assault with a deadly weapon, the deadly weapon being the van when she tried to run over a police officer in Santa Monica.
Guys, I got you on the west side of the 405. And you know what, guys? At least on the freeway, it's a little bit more controlled. It looks like, at least from our vantage point. So she's going in one direction. She's not trying to crash into anybody or back into those cops. Everybody's slowing down now. So what she's just as I said, it was controlled here. It's not.
Here we go.
Okay, another pit on the freeway. Boy, you don't see that very much. They just need one good hit and take this person out. Take the car out anyway. Take her into custody. We thought she was going to be straight and level on the freeway, and here she is going crazy like she was on the side streets. 5 got you on the west side. So here, they're going to set up a traffic break here for folks wanting to take the 405. Right around sunset, they're going to break the traffic northbound. In fact, they already have, and just take this car out as quickly as possible. They're going to box her in, and it's going to be all over with, hopefully, soon.
At least 10 units now in pursuit, playing a game of cat and mouse with the fleeing white van, with the 41-year-old female suspect behind the wheel, doing whatever she can to evade capture. That mentality about to lead to a heart-pounding escalation on the 405.
Now the suspect pulling over. Let's try this again.
Oh,
come on.
There you go.
Oh, now opposite direction. We're going the wrong way on this northbound side. We also hear that an officer has been injured in this. I don't know if you heard that.
Mike. We're getting word.
2? Okay.
Yeah, from our folks here that 2 officers have been taken to the hospital, condition unknown, because of the assault by this person.
Whether she struck them, they were on foot. We don't know whether this started as a traffic stop or not. It could have been that, which would explain if they were on foot. But she's just out of control. what they're going to do here is just wait to see. Okay, now just move in on her. Just move in on her. Stop this car. That's what they need to do.
Now she's going the wrong way, or the person's going the wrong way.
Yeah, wrong way, southbound on the northbound side.
Oh no, oh no.
Now she's going to crash into a couple of northbound people. Think about this if you're driving on the 405 northbound, you see this car coming towards you with all the black and whites. Kind of crazy.
It absolutely is. And once again, this is about at sunset, northbound 405. What area specifically
It is just
are we at?
right at Beam Getty. TV5's at 19 or 18. I got everybody inside. Yeah, just a little bit north of Getty, headed south in the northbound lanes. Almost took out that other van.
And here's the thing. Go ahead, Mike.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was just going to say that at this.
Well, I was going to. Yeah.
You first, buddy. Go ahead.
Well, I was just saying with this micro, you can never tell. So they've got 2 helicopters on this now. One for fuel relief, and so they got it well covered. They got plenty of gas. They can follow her to wherever she goes. So head on in. Oh, look at this. Head on. Yeah. I think they're going to continue just to try to box her in as soon as they can, and see what it takes to do that. But all right, so they're going to. So she is at a high rate of speed southbound, approaching the Sunset. Well, it's not going to be the Sunset on ramp. She is past the Sunset, going under the bridge, and continuing south 405.
It's just so nerve-wracking to watch.
It is nerve-wracking.
It's just
innocent people.
Absolutely.
They're going to work. They're going somewhere.
They don't know what's happening.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And this, by the way, we come in the early morning, and this is the worst fear of everyone who comes in and drives at this time of the morning, is someone driving the wrong way. It happens far too often, and in this case, it's a fugitive, and who clearly has no regard for public safety. Ugh. And police. Mike, is it accurate to say that they pulled back and they're not following her now, or can we tell?
Well, there's a couple of black and whites behind her, but they've set up a complete traffic block on the northbound side, just right about Wilshire Boulevard. So if she steps on it, tries to crash into that group, it's not going to go very far. Hopefully that's not going to happen.
The traffic brake comes into focus, but Heflin keeps her foot on the gas, speeding towards the innocent drivers.
Between here and there.
Oh no!
So,
Oh no! Oh no!
There, oh, look at this. This is nuts.
Oh gosh, this is just so heartbreaking to watch in every way.
Or in Portuguese, she said.
Oh. Okay, we've lost the signal.
The car. Okay.
Okay.
So she's still in the car. She's still in the van. The civilian got out, or there she is, in the tank top. We're going to get closer to her.
And we don't know if
She had her
it's
hands up for
is
a
it
second. She's
female
up on the
or is it male?
On the roof of the.
Is it a female or is it a male? It may be a male suspect. We can't
Could
tell
be.
at this point.
It's
Yeah.
I feel for the victim right there.
Absolutely.
Hands are up. They're going to take that person into custody here. Whether they're going to use a taser or not, hard to say. But yeah, at least the pursuit's over with.
At least the pursuit is over with.
This is
but
not even going to be a standoff. They're going to pull. Okay, good. They're pulling this person off in custody.
Finally, yes.
Handcuffs are going on. They're going to jail. How many cars involved? Boy, I
Can't even lost count.
I'm so concerned for that person.
Yeah, and then this.
In the
but
smaller
you know
vehicle.
what, Chris? They got out of the car on the. Exactly, but they got both of them.
They did get out.
They did get out.
They did get out, yeah. Oh. So we think that's going to be okay. But we still have injured officers and some other injured folks that were driving. All right, cuffs are on, suspects in custody. It's over with. The 405 is going to be a mess because you know what's going to happen. They've got to pull out all the traffic investigators and take measurements and all that stuff. So 405 northbound, avoid it, everybody. Just don't even try it. 405 northbound right at Sunset, a little bit south of Sunset, is going to be a mess.
Traffic snarled and the suspect now in custody. But the saga isn't over just yet. The controversy over Heflin's punishment when caught on camera continues.
Between here and there.
Oh no!
Please.
Oh no! Oh no!
There, look at this. This is nuts.
Oh gosh.
A terrifying end to a wild pursuit as an assault with a deadly weapon suspect plows head-on into stalled early morning traffic on the 405 freeway, leaving drivers shaken.
I never expect that.
It's coming the wrong way, right? And they almost hit me. And then he hit this car and they hit another car. I'm lucky too because they don't hit me. She want to kill somebody because she was straight. She was straight to the people.
The cop car was swerving to get everybody to stop. We all had stopped. And then out of nowhere, that white van just came careening into us and collided with everybody. And that was that. It was insane. It was wild.
Could you see the van coming?
No, I couldn't. It was only right as it hit the cars in front of me that I knew that there was a car coming at us, so I had no time to react or anything like that.
Bloodied, 41-year-old Lisa Ann Heflin is taken into custody on the 405. The half-hour multi-city high-speed pursuit causing hundreds of thousands of dollars in damage to 5 patrol cars, 2 civilian vehicles, and a tractor-trailer. The proceedings also leave 9 LAPD officers injured. 5 days later, on May 22nd, LA County District Attorney George Gascon expresses gratitude that civilians and law enforcement officers were not seriously harmed in the incident, saying reckless driving and endangering the lives of others is completely unacceptable and will not be tolerated in our community. Gascon's office announces multiple charges against the mother of 4 who had moved from Missouri to chase her dreams, but instead found herself chased by police. Those charges: 10 counts of assault upon a peace officer, 4 counts of assault with a deadly weapon, 1 count of fleeing a pursuing peace officer's motor vehicle while driving recklessly, and 1 count of hit-and-run driving resulting in property damage.
2 officers have been taken to the hospital, condition unknown, because of the assault by this person.
At an arraignment, Heflin pleads not guilty to all charges. Her bail set at $695,000. If convicted as charged, the 41-year-old faced a maximum of 22 years and 8 months in state prison. But that sentence would never come to be, as in September 2024. An LA County Superior Court judge granted Heflin mental health diversion under California's Diversion of Individuals with Mental Disorder statute. Judge Lanakim determining that Heflin's diagnosed mental disorder made her eligible and suitable for diversion. This despite prosecutors' concerns over public safety and arguments that the severity of the crime merited a tougher sentence. Under the terms of the diversion, Heflin was ordered to enter a 24-month residential treatment program and also ordered to pay restitution to the victims. Heflin's recovery happening away from the public eye, but her wild early morning pursuit will always be caught on camera.
Between here and there.
Oh no,
So-
oh no, oh no.
There it is. Oh, look at this.